there's a red light. Okay.
Yes, it's recording. Hey guys, welcome back to the Banter Network, and in today's episode we have Rebekah Money, who is also my twin sister.
Yes.
And we have Kyle Connolly here. Oh my gosh. I think you're like the main person in this channel.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
Can I just say,
It has.
like these two
Oh no, it's been 2 years.
craziest people I've ever met. And I know a few sets of twins, craziest set of twins I've ever met in my life.
We're the craziest.
Yeah. We're the best part.
Yeah. And this is a good show. Thanks so much for having me on.
No worries.
Finally.
Yeah, because we wanted you to be on here just because it's nice to have like more than just us two. We can have guests over.
Bigger discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a male.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Stating the obvious.
diversity, guys.
Ooh. I mean, Simba's great. But
But we need like human.
yeah.
Anyway, in today's episode, we are going to be reviewing the new episode of American Horror Story, Season 7, Episode 3, named Neighbors from Hell. Okay? Now, overall, what did you think of the episode? Was it intense? Great? Rolling the ball to you.
Oh, over to me. I thought it was great. What I really like, because I wasn't here for episodes 1 or 2, but when episode 1 first came out, I thought, it's American Horror Story, I'm going to keep watching anyway, but it wasn't the strongest opening episode of the season.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
In my opinion, anyway. Like, I mean, you go back to Coven or even Murder House.
Yeah.
Even Roanoke kind of hooked you in the first episode.
Right.
With Cult, it was like, no, I'll see what happens in the second episode. And then the second episode delivered in what it set up and more, which I really liked. And it continued with this episode, so it was really good to see that continuation of, well, we're getting you interested now.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. Solid episode.
And even in Roanoke, it was very hush-hush. So like I said in the first episode of this segment, I said Roanoke was very hush-hush. It was secret. Like every secret, like, oh, when's Evan Peters going to be in the episode? Or, you know, what's his character? And everyone just started tweeting Ryan Murphy, like, what's happening in the next episode?
This is whereas this season is more of that everyone knows everything, like, because they've seen cast pre-shoots, like,
and like the trailers were more, they showed more in the trailers, and that's what I got from this season so far. I feel like this episode was pretty intense, just because they had a lot of confrontation, especially from Sarah Paulson's character. She's not scared anymore. She'll just go and just barge into someone's house, you know, it doesn't matter. And that's what I got from this episode. What did you get, Rebekah?
This episode, because I'm not really an American Horror Story like fan, because I've watched the seasons, but I'm not a horror I don't like horror.
You're not part of the cult?
No. Oh, that's such a lame joke, but I like it.
That's such a lame joke.
I'm not part of the cult.
No.
So for me, it was a bit gruesome watching it because of some of the elements that happened in this episode. But I feel like it was good. It was a solid episode. In my opinion, the first episode was good. I liked the first episode. I reckon it was a bit funny, a bit mysterious, and you know, you're always questioning. I love those type of episodes where you question. And in this episode, it was like, oh, okay, I know what's happening, or you know that the cult's happening. Whereas in the first episode, you didn't know what was happening. Evan Peters dressed up as Trump, like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, it's different. Yeah.
When you said gruesome, I find Hotel was more gruesome than this.
Yeah.
Would you say? Yes.
There was a lot more blood in Hotel than I think any season so far.
Yes. So that's when you said gruesome, I was like, you haven't seen anything yet.
I haven't actually seen Hotel.
Oh, you
so
need to.
that's probably why.
You need to though.
I've got 2 words for you. Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I know you're
I've seen Roanoke.
Yeah.
And she was.
She's in there too.
Yeah. She's really good in it.
Okay, moving on. I have my notes. Moving on to Kai's character in this episode. I found him a bit creepy.
Yeah.
I found him more like
Why was
godly.
he? Yes.
Like, oh, I will save you from
Yes.
this.
Like godly? Yeah, you're right.
You know what? It's funny that you say that because that scene with like where she's driving and the mob gets her, and he kind of just touches those two people on the shoulder and they move, and I thought that's either the extras like not selling he's an authority figure, I should probably move out the way, or it's Ryan Murphy kind of setting up that idea of maybe the cult is bigger than we actually think. Maybe the mob is actually all part of the cult, and this is all part of Kai's plan. And actually watching that scene, automatically what came to my head was, Truman Show. Like I thought, Ali is like Truman, and everyone else is like, we're just setting up this world around her.
That's what I thought. I didn't know what the movie was called. I'm like, this reminds me of a movie. It's with Jim Carrey in it, and I'm like, it's Truman. Yeah.
I remember watching Truman Show, being like, it's such a good movie. Wait, something's off. You know, even that's the kind of vibe I got when she was with Kai. Like something's off. Yeah. I feel like he's planning something behind her. You know, maybe pretending to love Trump. I don't know. He's all kinds of weird. Yeah. In this episode. Also, I wasn't here last episode of Banter Network.
I was.
Now, Ali killing Pedro.
I saw that coming as soon as Ivy gave him the charger.
Really?
But that's also kind of my fault because months ago I saw set photos of the mobsters holding the signs, Justice for Pedro. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I know that he's going to die.
Pedro's going to die, yeah.
But Pedro was like...
But for people who hadn't seen those, it was a genuine shock.
Yeah.
Like I watched it a second time last week with my girlfriend. And we watched it and she was like, I didn't see that coming. I'm like, there you go, did its job.
Yeah, and then now, like, following the events after that, people are calling her a racist, you know, and the cops, the way that Colin Haynes' character annoys me.
Yes.
The way he's like, it was self-defense. I'm like, no, she killed him. Like, I get it, self-defense, but, like, I don't know. Yeah. She was psychotic.
You know who else I have a suspicion on? Ivy.
It's funny you say that.
Yeah, Ivy. Ivy's really, really playing up in my nerves because, like, she always seems to be there for her, but also not. Like, you can kind of see, she's just like, you're crazy, but I'm still here with you. Why? If you think she's crazy, why don't you help her more than, you know? I just feel like she's part of something, or that, I reckon she's part of something. Or she's mucking up with her mind, I don't know.
I think Ryan and Brad Falchuk, I think they're trying to set up some sort of misdirect. Like a really clever misdirect where we're trying to go, you know, they're trying to make us go, is Ivy part of the cult? Like, is she going to be like something negative toward Ali toward the end? But I actually think, because you know they've been together at least 15 years, at least.
Yes.
So, you know, she's obviously been there a lot for her, and you know in the first episode that she helped her to kind of coach through her fears the first time around, and you know, I think that it's kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like not that she's fed up, but she's been helping for a long time. And it's like
she's over it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ivy. How she found out that, you know, Winter and Ali were in the bathtub.
Yeah,
the flirtatious bathtub scene. Yeah.
That kid needs to get off the internet.
Yeah, I was just like, I legitimately thought he was, when he pulled the laptop up, it was going to be like a murder kind of thing.
Video.
Like what Winter originally showed.
That's what I thought it was. And then when I found out it was the camera footage from the bathroom, I'm just like, oh my god. Like, I didn't expect it.
Yeah, and also, like, someone was there filming that.
And
like,
how creepy. Yeah. I reckon Winter's definitely part of it.
You
We don't even need proof for that.
Like, she's off. She's really off. I don't even know why they still have her in the house. She put that kid through a lot of risk, and they still have her as a babysitter. Like,
but the thing is, they don't know that.
But like, she took him to a random house in the first episode. Yeah, she took him to a murdered house. Like,
but the parents don't know that Yeah, his parents doesn't know that Winter took him and he already saw. Or did they know?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sure.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
But then she was able to convince them he's got a very vivid imagination,
Yeah.
and then showed them, oh, and by the way, this is the twisty comic that he has.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's all part of a bigger thing where everyone's in on it except for Ali and possibly Ivy.
Yeah.
Or I'd even go as far to say even Oz isn't a part of it, but he might be
coming up.
Yeah.
It's like he's like the new generation, I guess. Because when she's like, it's like Winter is training him for something, you know?
Yeah.
It's
It looks like she's training him to be like part of the cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that might be interesting to see for her character in future episodes. I think there's only, what's this, episode 3? I think there's only 7 episodes left. But I think it'll be interesting to see if Winter tries to become like Kai, and whereas Kai was coaching Winter through her fears, she wants to be like that for Oz.
yes.
You know, like you say, that next generation passing it on, but also giving her some sort of control and some sort of power.
Yeah.
Because when she's with Kai, like, I mean, you don't see her with Kai after episode 1. But I think episode 4 that's going to change.
Right.
Because you guys don't watch the promos.
I don't see the promo just because I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to be like expecting something, you know.
I don't watch the promo.
I used to watch the promos for last season because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I can connect the dots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the guinea pig. Oh my god, Mr. Guinea.
Mr. Guinea.
Guys, I was so upset. Okay, I'm being like total girly, but like I was upset.
That guinea pig has so much life.
Finally, I was like, Oz gets to have a pet. Yay!
Yes.
And then next minute, and then the whole family's together at the restaurant, and then they go home all happy, and then the smiley face thing was there. I was like, oh, that's it. And then when they say the guinea pig, I was like, not the guinea pig.
Not the guinea pig.
Anyone but the guinea pig.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be in the microwave.
Oh. I was expecting
Spoilers.
him to be stabbed or
That
something.
was so gruesome.
on the
And you
wall.
actually see it explode, like,
Yeah.
And it was alive.
Oh yeah, it was
Still
alive in
alive
the
inside.
microwave, and then it, But when the day after, when Colton Haynes' character, when his officer came and Ali pulled it out of the freezer, I was like, what is wrong with you? Why would you keep that?
In the freezer where you put food.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you know, speaking of the officer, what's Colton Haynes' character?
I don't know, officer. I just call him officer.
So he actually was hanging out with the
Neighbours.
and I just found out. Oh, I knew there was something fishy about this guy, but I didn't know he was. Do you think? I reckon he's part of the cult.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult to say because does that mean everyone in the police station's part of the cult or just him? It's interesting.
But I feel like he has more power over everything that's going on.
Yeah, because he's kind of like that chief officer.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
like chief inspector or something.
Right.
And I
along
feel
those
like
lines.
he can make any decision, and through that decision,
Yeah.
it can be fixed. And like he always says, I think he's definitely like a racist.
Oh.
Just
yeah.
because he's always like,
He's a white man with white hair.
Yeah. Oh, Pedro. I know, right? Like that kind of. I was like thinking about that now. I was
Yeah.
like, what? Like he's the perfect. Like he's the meaning of white privilege.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like when he was talking about like who murdered, what's that guy that in last episode? How Pedro apparently murdered. When
the other guy in the kitchen.
Ladle man.
Ladle
Yeah.
man.
Ladle man.
Yes, Ladle man. That's
And
it.
like then when Pedro dies, it's self-defense. Like
Yeah. So
I was like, really?
in this season, there's a lot of themes
Yep.
revolving around
today's society,
Mm.
which I think is good for a show to have, but I also think it's a bit risky.
Because you don't want it thrown in your face.
Exactly.
You don't want it
You
to
don't want it
become
to
a
affect-
political
yeah,
statement
yeah.
rather than just good watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the election really says a lot about America these days.
Yeah.
Donald
Trump and.
I like though that they said that it was going to rely on the election,
Mhm.
but I found that the last 2 episodes, like 2 and 3, have kind of been laying low a little bit with the
On
whole...
the election,
Yeah.
They're not really mentioning Trump anymore.
But I think what they meant by election is since Donald Trump was elected, they have a view on Mexicans and like other
right. So
immigrants,
the like I said, the
effects.
themes of today's society.
Yeah.
Racism, like towards the Hispanics.
Yeah. But that was they're showing it. That was because Trump is now president. People think they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But I think it's powerful too to have that. It's almost like a ripple effect throughout the episodes. Like the initial shock that he was elected is what they focused on a lot in episode 1, and that idea of, well, you know, Trump isn't just the reason why there's hate in society. That ripples, that hate was always there, but it's almost like there's a reason now to let it out. Like, oh, it's allowed now.
Okay, so moving on to Meadow and Harrison in the end. Now, is it Harrison? Harrison. That's his name.
Yeah.
How they were like neighbors from hell. How Meadow, I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Yeah, she is.
We don't know that, but
I didn't see a body.
Yes, that's what
Everyone goes with that. No one's. If you haven't seen a body, that means they're not dead. But the thing is,
the amount of blood that was on the house.
I predict she is.
Did you forget that there's barrels in the garage?
Blood.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're blood, they're honey, who knows?
Yeah. Also, I saw this coming. I actually saw this coming when
The Pinky Promise?
No, when Ali threatened to kill.
Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, okay, you're putting yourself in a bad situation because now he can pinpoint her into threatening.
Yeah.
Also, the Pinky Promise thing she did with Kai. They both did with Kai.
Yeah.
I was like weirded out about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I find that weird. It's like he wants to kill her so bad. He could have done it, but he's trying to pinpoint it at Ali because Ali threatened. You know, he has proof of that. He probably does. He probably recorded it. Who knows?
Yeah.
And so he probably wanted to. I don't know. I feel like he killed her, and then now he's pinpointing it to Ali. Maybe I don't know. And also when Ali found out her when Ivy found out Ali and Winter had a thing, I was like, I was sort of glad that it kind of diverted away from the cheating scenario.
I kind of forgot about it entirely.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, after the power went out, it's like, oh, did that happen? I forgot about that.
Oh, don't worry, I remember.
Oh, you remember?
And like Kai admiring Ali, like, I admire what you did. Remember? Like in the car. I was like, ugh. It's so creepy.
Yeah.
But so good. So, what did you think of the last scene, both of you?
I think she's dead. I reckon.
I don't know.
Is it Meadow? Is that her name?
Meadow.
What is up with the Willow Meadow? Why?
There's no Willow. Where'd you get Willow from?
Not Willow. What's the?
Meant like winter.
Winter.
Ivy.
That's it. Winter, Ivy. What else is that?
I think they ran out of names. I don't know. She could be dead. She could not be dead. I think that is kind of a small part to take away from that ending. I think it's just that idea of corruption. That's the thing I got. I kind of got that idea of, there's something not right going on. I think that there's just so many things happening in this neighborhood, and the reporter emphasizes on that too. And I didn't know.
I was gonna say reporter.
I didn't realize her name was so funny until she said it toward the end. Like Beverly Hope.
Yeah.
It kind of like if you just change Beverly around a little bit, you cut and take away some letters. It's almost like barely. It's like
hope.
barely any hope. And it's like, a good omen for like what's to come.
Yeah, it's like everyone dies.
Yeah, it's like, you watch this news report, barely any hope.
Oh, that's actually a really good thing. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's really good.
What did you think of the episode compared to the other two?
I liked the first episode. I'm gonna say that. I really enjoyed the first episode. It got me hooked. I didn't like. This episode was good, but
We can't really compare it to the
no,
future one.
exactly. But second episode, it was okay. The ending of second episode was good. But this episode, I don't know. For me, it was.
It didn't.
It was shock. Yeah, it was like.
It was shock me.
It was like.
Whereas episode 2 shocked me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
Probably the same. Episode 1, even though it wasn't the strongest,
No.
it did it hooked you enough to go, yeah, I'm going to watch the next
Okay.
episode.
Yeah.
But I disagree with episode 2. Episode 2 is actually my favourite so far.
Oh.
Episode 2 was really intense.
I thought, I don't know, I watched it and it's like, I look at it from a filmmaker's point of view and it's like, it's got everything you want, everything a filmmaker would want to put in it to convey to the audience and everything that an audience will absorb and go, I really like this.
Yes, episode 2
Yes,
was
episode
really
2. I
good.
knew you were going to say that. Yes, episode 2 was good.
No, and also episode 1 is good as well. I like the starting of episode 1 and the ending of episode 2.
I
It
agree
should all
with
just
that.
be one episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if that was a 1 episode,
That would have been a heck of an episode.
yeah. So like this was intense for me. It was so much because of the guinea pig. But let's just forget about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guinea pig was like one of my favorite.
Was it just
things.
me, or did you guys get a shock that Ozzy might have been killed in this episode towards the end?
When
When they were
Ali
looking for it. They were-
when Ali left it, when she said, "You stay here, don't move, I'm gonna come back," I'm like, "You're an idiot. After all that's happened, you're not
don't
gonna
get
grab him and bring him with you."
Oh.
Yeah, she keeps saying, "Oh, stay here, stay here." And Ozzy obviously doesn't listen.
No,
He'll just walk
He's a
off.
kid, yeah.
He's a kid. Obviously, he's not gonna listen.
he's
And,
becoming independent. He's kind of learning that stuff from
Exactly.
Winter
yeah.
and applying it to himself. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can go over to the house. Now he's seen. Well, I don't know.
I mean,
he
they've
actually
been
saw
marked.
Meadow.
They've been marked
Yeah.
by the house, so if anything, they should keep an eye on Ozzy.
Exactly.
You know. I like episode.
Wait, before we
no,
go-
we
I'm
have
sorry.
to-
I'm just gonna take.
Yes, yes, go,
I want.
go.
Can I add something
Yeah, go for it, quick.
about next episode?
Yes.
Alright, so like I said earlier, I know you guys don't like the promos, I like to watch the promos, but
Okay.
I've seen the promo
Okay, just
Yes.
for
go
next
for it,
episode.
go for it.
Episode 4, Emma Roberts is going to come in. So I'm really excited. And she has a dog, she has a chihuahua.
Oh my
But it looks like she's
You
a
don't
news
like her?
reporter.
Why don't you like
I
her?
actually don't like Emma Roberts. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Wow, harsh.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I love Emma Roberts.
I think she's very good.
I think she was amazing in Scream Queens. Like I loved her. I don't care. I loved her.
I'd love if Emma Roberts and Billy Lord had some sort of interaction
And
throughout the
Scream
seasons.
Queens?
Said something along the lines of, "You look very familiar."
Yes.
Like, or did we go to college together or
Yeah,
something?
he's like, or she made a comment like Chanel one, or like something about Chanel. I'll be like,
No, college together is better.
oh, whatever.
No, she might turn
I
around.
guess they're teaming up.
No,
Me, I'm by myself. So.
She might turn around and say something like, "Are you wearing Chanel?"
Oh,
yeah.
when did that happen?
Yes.
I could, Ryan. I can help you. But one of the two big things that you see is like Emma Roberts making her think that there's a clown behind her, and it looks like she's a news reporter for the same.
Yeah. As Beverly
No
Hills.
way.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I saw was it looked like it was two people, one shorter person, one taller person. It looked like an abandoned house, and they were wearing masks. But if you pause it, the shorter one kind of looks like Winter, and the taller one has a blondie fringe.
Oh.
And when you listen to the audio, it made me kind of think, is that Winter and Ivy in an abandoned house? So could that be the ending? I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
That is so
We'll find out next
good.
That's a good
Exactly.
promo. That's a good promo. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like to continue this discussion, so this discussion doesn't end here. It continues on to the comments below. So thank you, Rebecca, for being in this video, and most of all, Kyle, for being in this
thank you.
video. I hope to see you in future videos as well.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and hope to see you next week on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.